Hello everyone, Sigillum here once again, and welcome to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. In the previous episode, we were last seen in Gilded Vale, and we took another companion, whose name is Alot, and he's a sorcerer, and we stayed at the inn, recovered some supplies and HP, and that's about it. So without further ado, let's continue. Let me just set the countdown 1 hour. Okay, let's adjust the volume a bit.
17 and a half.
Okay, let's check the journal to see. The spirit of Caldara de Beranci. Oh, by the way, I do apologize in advance if my voice tends to sound a little more louder, since recently I got a new table for my PC and my setup, so the microphone is exactly in front of my mouth, so that's maybe a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. We shall see in the recording. The spirit of Caldara de Beranci, one of the Lord Rajek's unfortunate victims, has directed me towards Cade Nua, where I will find a man named Merwold. Caldara has informed me that I have become something known as a Watcher, and that this Merwold is a Watcher as well. Perhaps he can tell me more about what's happening to me. Okay.
Yeah. 17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
Okay, that's probably a continuation of the conversation that we had before with Eder.
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted anyway.
Okay, Alot is now included into the conversation. Alot frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Eder.
Eder.
The people around here might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What makes you think I was interested in a dwarf woman? Looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Do you know what a Watcher is?
Careful, friend. Best not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come to these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, don't blame me, I don't have a say. You can take my word for that.
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
The war? Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he is the living incarnation of Eothas. Overthrows Red Ceres, marches on Deerwood. So we gave him a Deerwooden hello. Okay, we are practically acquainted with the story of the Saints' War. So we have some other questions. Why was your headman hanged? Got involved. Rajek sent men down here the other day, said they had it on good authority someone in town was working with Colts, plotting Rajek's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. No one's coming forward, so Sweden, that's my headman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later. If not for plotting against Radric, then for protecting me. Who's Kolsch? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be till they catch him. What does your town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Eothas worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Eothas. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Eothas isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Eothas.
Water.
He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Eothas worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me. Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Radric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Allard glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? He gives a half smile, drinking mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out, just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwen's legacy started with Waidwen. Sorry for that message on Steam. We will address that later. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Cade Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Let's get going.
Yeah.
Nice, we have another companion. So, Allard has enough experience for a level. So, ooh, shit, lore. 7. Woo. Mechanics. Maybe focus on lore, so he can use some of the scrolls that I have for him. And maybe survival, just 1 point so he can get the bonus for resting, damage reduction, and maybe athletics. Let's go to next one. Okay, he has a bunch of spells, I must say. Okay, bewildering spectacle, confused on AoE, binding web, stuck. Okay, bulwark against the element. Okay, that's some kind of protecting spell. Combusting wounds. 5 burn damage over time and deal damage for 26 seconds. Okay, maybe burn damage after each time they are wounded. Okay, that's a nice dot, if I ever see one. Corrosive siphon drains 56.5 grow damage as endurance over 13 seconds. Oh, nice. Lifesteal. Curse of Blackened Sight. Blinded for 26 seconds. Against the will. Okay. Paralyzed. Sickened. This is Fortitude. Maybe. Lifesteal may come in handy if our wizard comes in trouble. Oh shit. Caster plus 50 max endurance. Okay, that's for him, so we don't need that. Merciless Gaze. Mirrored Image, Necrotic Lance. Ray of Fire. Rolling Flame. Okay, that's not so interesting as Combusting Wounds and Corrosive Siphon. So we'll be done with that. Also, we need to address the formation.
Sure.
Hope you're not expecting much.
Okay, that's good. He's first, since he's our main tanky dude. We're gonna go back and address this mini bear boss. Let's see if we can take him. If I remember correctly, he's pretty tough. Does a bunch of damage. But we'll try and do our best. Oh, also I gotta sell all the equipment that I have. Shh. Okay. Holy shit. He's a big fella.
For Eothas!
Okay. We're out of sneaking. Are you fucking serious? Jesus. Gaining endurance in the process. 1 per rest. We'll not use that. We'll probably try to blind him. And also... they're really leaving them dazed. Okay, he... Crush or Corroded, defended by Fortitude, which is probably his main attribute. I'm not even sure if that is Fortitude. Oh. Let's try this. Okay. Let's continue attacking. We need to heal him. Woo! That was pretty nice. Bear High is here. Let's take this. Great sword. We'll also take this.
I'll see what I can find.
Maybe there are some secrets laying around.
Nice and slow.
Oh shit, there are. Okay. Also some useful stuff. Lost Spirit, a figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. Reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edge of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There's a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there is a sudden terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lance through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. Okay, the vision recedes, and you are thrown back. Just a second, so I can answer on some messages. Okay, we're back. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, or of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Raging grief seemed to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more.
Hey.
Okay. Shit. My mistake. Shh. Okay. We have to confront the hunter. Probably he is somewhere else. Not in this exact same spot. Fragments. Eder has agreed to travel with me. He seemed to have questions he thought a watcher might be able to answer. While exploring the Valewood wilderness, I happened upon a small cave where a great bear lived. In that cave I discovered a half-eaten corpse and a spirit that, through some work of magic, revealed to me the final moments of man's life.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, he's not here. I thought so. Okay. Nice. We don't need the tool after all. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Let's go back into the town. Those illustrations that look like a I don't know how to describe it. An old book from some dusty shelf in some mansion or something like that. And those sounds also tickle the imagination of the player. Okay, I did that. Let's see our inventory, so maybe we can equip some stuff. I don't think you will ever see this, but you are rightful one. We should have journeyed south together and been safer for it. I will tolerate all the gloating in the world if I might live to hear it. I have put myself out of reach of the beasts circling below, but I am done for all the same. Do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life I shall be a trapper of wolves. Pretty tragic thing to happen to this man. We'll take this to, I mean, equipped to our main tank. Okay, we have camping supplies and fuckload of weapons and armor. Okay. Everyone has a cape, so we'll probably sell all of this Black Hammer Smithery. That must be a place to sell our valuables. Okay.
Hey.
It's all history from the past. Ooh. Let's loot this shit. Some books. Ooh. Oh shit! Well, leave. Shit. Let's do a quick load. Okay, good thing that we quick saved in the foundry before taking the stuff. That's our mistake.
Keeping quiet.
Okay, we have a guard, commoner. This Amua man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome, you're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. We've been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now, and haven't seen a sign of it. Have to suspect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. He snorts, as if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Tuatano scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye for a supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Raedric. Tuatano glances at the nearby guard, and that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. Okay, I'll find the supplies. Then you have my tanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up, or they can make up farming instead. Okay, another quest.
Hail, traveler.
Let's see his wares. I'll probably sell all of this shit. Money, 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 money. 700 gold. We will leave the ingredients and torches for potential quests or something like that. Jesus. We'll need some guns. Too bad they don't have it. Of fortitude plus 5, of reflex plus 5, of will plus 5, of deflection plus 5. We don't have enough money. Retrain, nothing.
Hey,
Of the swords. Okay, we sold almost all of the stuff that we had. Let's continue. Let's do a quick save quickly. Where do I find that non-ton? Oh shit. Situation? We know there's more grain in there, Trumbell. We won't settle for scraps while we grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from the inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Sveimer. Sveiner, I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbell. And we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Look at this dude. This small dwarf.
hey,
Man. Let's see what's... Ooh. Some shrooms. An elven man stands before you. He's relatively stocky build, suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Sveiner's already got his claws into you. Gods, that's all I need. What was all that ruckus outside? Where to begin? Sveiner's whipped them up into a fraud going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is to sell it. I can't create it out of thin air, and I can't hand out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops they bring in, and I sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale. And Sveiner and his lot sure don't mind that part. Take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crop's blighted, and most of what I'm getting from the farmers has gone off, rotted though. Rotted through. I can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Sveiner's howling after things he has no right to. Maybe I ought to have a talk with Sveiner then. I'd be grateful if he did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe he'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it, and we all have to make some sacrifices. He'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince him. Okay. He's probably somewhere in the inn, so let's sort this out. Gain some experience, also to raise some reputation in the town. Oh, that dude looks thick. Let's go inside. Maybe you buy him a couple of pints. Okay.
hail, traveler.
Don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Elliot narrowed his eyes. Careful, looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. He wrinkles his nose. Smells like it too. I saw you outside of the mill. What was that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? It's about Trumbull thinking he's king of the town on account of he's got the mill to his name. It's about him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him and then cutting out purses when we need to buy grain. It's about farmers going hungry while some bastards get rich off their crops. That's what it's fucking about. Now shove off. Okay, that's kind of rude. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? Sveiner considers it briefly. He looks up to the rest. Fair enough, you bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words.
Hey,
Gods keep you.
I like to buy around for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows, you're having me on. Any more fighting and I'll have to ban Sveiner from the inn entirely. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Okay, that's change, man. Right then. Here, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. Just take care with them. They're a hot-tempered bunch. Okay.
hey.
Let's give them the goddamn beer.
Good day, stranger.
You again? What do you want now? I bought drinks. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of Black Hound's shit beer. Gods, that's good. Alright then, you got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against the wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. So he eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighs. You're right. Things go on like they are. We're just going to end up hanging from that tree out there. Still trouble will even be. Don't know what we'll do now. With the crops failing, haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Pasha needs a hands around the ring.
Hey.
Okay, we've done a good deed. Let's see if that murderous son of a bitch Hunter is here. Maybe on the 2nd floor. Obviously not. Let's go downstairs. Shit, time passes quickly. 28 minutes left till the end of this episode. Just a moment. Okay, we're back. I needed to turn off the AC. Okay, let's deal first with this quest. Do a quick save.
Hello.
Trumbull nods a curt greeting. You're back. Have you had any luck with Sveiner? I spoke to Sveiner. I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds. We drink half the time. Free experience. I owe you a great debt. Here. He pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation. You can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. Keep it. You're having a hard enough time. You're a generous soul, friend, and we'll have you to thank for making through the coming year. Safe travels. May you find favor with the gods. Okay, that's it. Let's explore a little more. We'll go house by house until we find that fucking hunter. Oh shit! Look at this! This man and woman appear to have been deep in conversation, working at closing 2 bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Gods keep you.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man, Anton? Yes. I think we met in the Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? Let's play a game. You two seem to be in a hurry. Yes, I imagine so. Ingrid laughs. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay, and she looks at Nanton. Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. Nanton reaches to her hand. It's time for some new scenery, he says. Okay, let's cut this shit out. And let's cut the crap. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Nanton. The color drains from Norton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing me of something? Ingrid looks to Norton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Norton shakes his head immediately. You see a trample in his hands. What would you make you suggest such a thing? I had a vision in the cave. I saw Pearlie's last moments. As he lived them, I saw you cut him with a knife. That's not possible. How could you possibly know? His hand falls to his sword belt. I left no sign. Norton, wait. Ingrid raises her hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. Norton, we met and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've some coin saved up, you could have it if you only let us go. Not a fucking chance. Sounds fair enough, hand it over. No, whatever your reasons cause a man's death, I'm taking this to the magistrate. Keep them. I don't need your coin. Go get out of my sight. Wait, that's illegal. No, whatever your reason you caused a man's death, I'm taking this to the magistrate. I don't know what you think you'll tell magistrate. A story about a dream you had. But you won't take this from us. Not when we're so close. And not for that wretched Pearlie. Why did you do that, man?
Hey.
What the fuck are you doing, man? Okay, recall agony. Let's see. Oh, let's do this spell. Okay, he has no one besides him. Let's finish him.
Curses! Almost.
Nice.
Hey.
Well, you had your fun. Let's equip this ring on our tank. Deflection, always a nice thing. Also, loot the shit out of this. Why did you have to do that? Pretty awful choice. Maybe I should have let him go. Let me know your opinions in the comments, maybe. I just don't think it's right. Opera House. Let's go there. After all, he still murdered someone. A dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Good day to you.
Well, finally I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once she turns around and sees you. Oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. Can I help you? Nice cat. Jesus Christ, what kind of response is that? Nice cat. Nice cat, man. I just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Dima, by chance? I was, yes. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Why do you ask? My sister Kalisha is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came, said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for a caravan master. She always was a tough one. I don't suppose you've seen her on the road. Or the caravan, perhaps. It's Master Dima's. Oh shit. I was with that caravan. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Alfra covers his mouth with her hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kalisha was always so certain she could take on any danger. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here, if I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Afra's face crumples, and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Kalisha mentioned that she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. Now, that's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favor. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kalisha as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many other mothers, and Lord Rajik, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor. With my head hurt gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hope Kalisha could help me. They saw Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollow-born, but she moved south to Anslaw Compass 2 seasons ago. The journey is too far for me. I can make it as I am. I can't make it as I am. I don't have anyone else now with Kalisha gone. More tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? I'll find Ranga for you. You will? Oh, God bless you. Here, I'll give corn to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of. But I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Anslakot is what we call a lagoon to the south. You have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. Okay. We have to find Baba Ranga. What the... But okay. We'll try to do that. Let's go into this dungeon, man. It seems exciting. We will probably end our journey there. Seems interesting.
I haven't been in here for must be 5-6 years. Used to be real nice, bright, warm.
A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. He casts a quick look towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. He angles a look up at Eder. Paying your respects at Hojian, he manages pain. A little risky, isn't it? Think what the town folks would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. A faint edge of hostility bellies Eder's playful tone. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of his types either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arc loaded up for it. Maybe you should have better luck. Better luck with what? These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothas, the scatter god, a grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood, from Red Ceres even. Not so much from Red Ceres these days. Until the war, of course. Even then you'd get some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Rajic decided he's been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Rajic ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Rajic hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven and the legacy will end, see? But until then, the temple is, as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that, chopped down in their god's house. It doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. No small task. There's a coin in it for you if you need motivating. Ella's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Well, I meant to be in and out nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone. It's just Lord Ragix forbidden anyone having anything to do with the Scatter God. I'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause though, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process. I'll find them. Then by the flame I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures, but if you can get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still, if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, tricks, sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll see what I can find.
Let's proceed cautiously. Can we have some spiders?
For Eothas!
You're not getting through me.
Let's try and use this spell. Still nothing.
Most
Let's try now. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. I know if that was a bug. Gives damage and wildly pushing them backwards. So maybe it's so that it was that spell. In the offline version, the Amplified Thrust, when I cast it on my tank, it bounces on the nearest targets and also increases my focus. And you can just simply spam it. Let's knock this shit out.
Not too alarming.
Okay, we have enough focus. Let's just finish him with regular attacks. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink has dripped across the skull, obscuring its contents. Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter for you, for he travels to New Humor this morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming. For I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. Okay, let's take this.
Of course.
The pile of branded with scorch marks.
Steady does it.
Holy shit.
Varanthus!
Laying low. You're not getting through me.
Okay. Vermin have scored these plates, though mold still grows in a green-black clumps across the table.
Nice and slow.
This area is pretty big, I must say.
Found something.
Oh. Oh. Amulets are more often gems, medallions, or other items worn around the neck. While some serve a purely ornamental purpose, many are imbued with charms and spells to aid the wearer. Torques are stiff rings worn around the neck. Like amulets, they often have magical properties. Stalker's Link. Only usable by Ranger. Shame.
Hey,
But still, we will pick it up. Holy shit! Go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Do we have some traps? Poison dart trap. Okay, 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 okay. Quick items.
Sure.
Let's try and place a trap. Oh shit. Oh shit! Come here and cast. This.
Let's go.
Nice. Grimoire. Shit. Do some lifesteal. Ah shit, he's knocked out.
you're not getting through me.
Okay, we'll win this fight. Ouch, when a party member is reduced to 0 endurance, they are knocked out. This means they are out of the fight, but as long as your side is victorious, they will regenerate their endurance when combat ends. Even though endurance regenerates after combat, health does not. That is these bars by the portrait. Keep an eye on the bar to the left of a character's portrait to prevent them from becoming maimed or killed. Swollen eye. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Hey,
What kind of condition is that? Shit. Spirit. A haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy that roils and seeds with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing of the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals and they're slipping from your feet, following your steps. You're late again. The ride's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and last to fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The lights fade, as does the memory. And when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone.
Hey,
Obviously something malicious
Quiet.
happened here. Secrets? Secrets? No. Lord Reggie has decided to rededicate Gilded Vale's abandoned Ethiopian temple to a new deity. The entrance to the temple has been cleared, allowing entry for the first time in many years.
hey.
Okay, and we are exploring the rest. Three bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along this wall. A year of dust and grime coat the meal. There is one large bell at the center, flanked by two smaller ones. Examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Okay, enough examination.
Hey.
Probably we have to do some combo of ringing the bells to open the door.
Keeping quiet.
Nope. When fighter increases his or her number of engagement targets to 3, but at the expense of... Okay, that's some sort of aggro. Oh shit, that's a whole lot of damage.
Hey. Leave it to me! Not to alarm you, but I'm...
Holy shit. This doesn't bode well for us, so we'll switch to melee and keep attacking him. And then again knock off this fucker.
You're not getting through.
Okay.
Of course.
Ooh, fine sword. Nice. One-handed speed average 15 to 22 slash damage. Property sharp, and this is fine. Okay, we'll leave it.
Hey.
I think he has a good weapon. Good stock weapon at least. Roll of jolting touch. These prayer scores are coated in a thick layer of grime and dust. For His Grace, I write to implore the rest of this letter is crossed out in several places, then abandoned altogether.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll get it open. Finished.
Another crossbow. You don't need that. Some books. Monsters.
Steady does it.
Leave it to me! You're not getting through me.
the weapon. Oh shit. Let's do this. And also this.
I'm stuck over here.
Another one.
For Eothas! You're not getting.
Oh my god. This one is pretty tough.
Steady does it.
When character's health bar begins flashing red, is a sign that may soon be maimed or killed. Oh, what the fuck does he lose? His health so quickly.
You're not.
Was the target relieved of psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it? Experience the damage all over again.
Hey.
If health reaches 0, the character will immediately drop. Depending on your difficulty settings, the character will either be maimed or killed. Maimed characters suffer severe combat penalties and will die if they take any additional damage. Killed characters are just dead, and in Pillars of Eternity, there's no coming back.
Hey.
Okay.
Nice and slow.
The nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles, the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust and air seems to pull together until a thin glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Is anyone else seeing this? Your voice sparks movement, the spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You are in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles and the room is dark, save for the podium, lit from behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Your strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared.
Hey.
Found something.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
All right then.
The red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your... Okay, let's go to the main hall. Let's leave the exploration of the rest of the dungeon for the next episode. You'll save here. Okay, this is it for this one. Thanks to anyone who dropped by, who watched the episode and gave their support in forms of likes, subscribes, shares, or anything like that. I really appreciate it. I have a bunch of social profiles. Have the same name page on Facebook. Have a Twitter profile. Also have a Fiverr account if you wish some editing skills for a moderate sum of money. And not even moderate, a measly amount. I mean, I think something like 5 or 10 bucks. So do me a favor and leave a like, subscribe or share. It means a world to me. I have been doing this for almost a year and I'm not so famous, but I don't expect to be. But it's it's good to see that someone appreciates some of the work done, some of the video editing and the gameplay that I bring you. So without further ado, until next time, pozdrav!